Okay, welcome back. We are so glad that you took time out of your day to hear what we've got to say. We're going to try to bring you new and interesting content weekly. Again, we are Adamson Roofing Company. I am Len. I'm here today with
Philip.
Philip is one of our newest project managers.
Yes, sir.
He is one of the guys where if you think you need a new roof, when you call our office, you're going to schedule for one of our guys to come out, which in a lot of cases may be Phil, could be Orlando, could be Renee. Obviously, we're talking to Phil here today.
Yes, sir.
We're going to talk now. Phil's relatively new with our company, but he really knows his stuff. He's been around for a long time. So we're going to talk a little bit about what Phil's doing lately. We're working a storm up in Augusta. We have a lot of storms here in Georgia. So if you're watching us here from Georgia, you know that there's a lot of people that need roofs right now, right?
That's correct. Yes,
so
sir.
let's talk about what you're up to now, Phil. Where are you now, and what are you doing?
Currently, I'm mostly working the metro Atlanta area, but also, unfortunately, there's been a storm that's hit Dallas, Georgia. So we're making sure that we're making ourselves available in Dallas for anyone who may need our help out there. But of course, I'm also, as Lynn just mentioned, frequenting Augusta for one, clients that we currently have there, which we do have quite a few, and for others that may need our help. So yeah, that's what we got going on right now.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting because, of course, I've been around for a long time. We've had storms in Dallas over the years,
Yes, sir.
storms in Augusta, that I've worked all of them like you're working right now. So we've probably run into a lot of the same or similar issues over the years. Can you tell me sort of some of the challenges that you've run into in Augusta and Dallas after we have a storm? What are some of the issues you run into when you're talking to customers?
Well, I'll speak more so for Augusta because we're just getting boots on the ground in Dallas and, still going back and forth there. But speaking towards Augusta, unfortunately, there seems to be a lot of, I'm going to say apprehension when it comes to speaking to us about the roofing, that the help with roofing that the clients need. It seems as though when we come to people and try to tell them that we notice that there is a need, meaning there are blown off shingles, that there may be structural damage even, if the conversation starts with insurance, then there's a back away. And that's very unfortunate.
Well, let me ask you this question, not to cut you off at all, right?
Sure.
But I think there is a progression to these things, and there's probably there is a way these things should happen, right? But if you were in their shoes, what would you recommend they do first? Should they call their insurance company first, or should they reach out to a roofing or construction company like us first? Like, what would you recommend?
You should reach out to a contractor, to a roofing company, to us first, because then you get a professional to come out, give a proper analysis of what need be done, possibly even get us to represent you through our adjuster, because we do have one that works for and with us. And you get that proper representation for dealing with your insurance company, because unfortunately, the insurance adjuster works for the insurance company. We are trying to work for and represent you. So that's
Right.
what I say.
And I get all that, right? Now, insurance seems like a personal topic for a lot of people to say, hey, that's my insurance company. Why are you getting involved in my insurance? Just give me an estimate and be on your way.
Yes, sir.
Right? But
Yes,
what
sir.
you're saying is, yes, we have licensed adjusters that work for us.
Yes, sir.
So we can help to walk the customer through their claim and make sure that we're working in their best interest. But why isn't their insurance company working in their best interest? Got any reason why that might be the case?
The only thing I'll say, and I don't want to speak against them too much because, everyone has a job and you're looking to do your job properly. But their main job is to make their insurance company money, to keep money in their insurance company. Whereas our job is to make sure that you are getting the maximum amount for your claim and for your damages that you need to get this done properly. So that's what I say.
Insurance companies are very reluctant to, and I hate to say properly write a claim, right? But they are denying a lot of claims. They are not working in a lot of cases, in the insured's best interest.
Right.
And so from what I'm getting from what you're saying, that's what we're here to do.
Yes, sir.
Right? We want to make sure that the claim is written correctly,
Yes, sir.
and that insured or that customer, that homeowner is getting everything that they're entitled to, right?
Absolutely. And then with speaking back on the question that Lynn asked before and the answer I gave, if we're allowed to be involved first and foremost, and you have that representation, then it gives you a bit of a position of power, if you will. It shows that you're serious. It shows that you've got your ducks in a row, so to speak. And then getting our adjuster involved also gives you what's called an exactament as opposed to a quote. And I wouldn't mind if Lynn explained the difference between that exactament and quote, just because there often is a lot of confusion between the two.
Well, yeah, a quote or an estimate of damage is just that. You know, this contractor that you've, who knows where you may have gotten this person from or what their qualifications are, they're going to estimate the damage and say, well, this is what I think it's going to take to get the work done, right? Mm-hmm. Whereas exactimate, right, this is based on a national standard. Mm-hmm. We know what it's going to take to rebuild and to repair your home. So does your insurance company, right? Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. But right? Are they going to decide to go the extra mile and make sure that they get your house back to 100%? Right. Or are they going to try to say, well, I don't think we need to repair this area, but we need to repair that area, right? We're going to make sure that we dot all the I's and cross all the T's and make sure that we put you back in the same position you were in before the storm hit, right? When you deal with your customer, right, this is somebody who you're providing, let's say, white glove service to, right?
Yes, sir.
For lack of a better way to put it, right?
Yes, sir.
How available are you to the customer? You just show up and then start the process and then hand the ball off to somebody else. And if a customer has a question, how quickly can they get it answered, whether it's by you or by somebody else?
I would say the fastest turnaround you can get is practically, instantaneous. I provide my information. So as I say to everyone that I speak to, I leave them with my direct contact information so that you get to speak to the person that you dealt with that day, that you had the pleasure of meeting that day, which I hope it was a pleasure to meet.
So let me get this straight. Mm-hmm. Okay. So it's Saturday afternoon.
Yes, sir.
Right. And you're out barbecuing, right? You got your phone on your hip and it rings. And it's one of your customers. Do you pick up that phone?
I pick up that phone. Yes, I do. Because you never know what the question may be, what the need may be. And I look to make myself available for whatever that need is.
We're here if you need us. I'm Len.
Philip.
And we are Adamson Roofing Company. But hey, don't forget to like and subscribe. Just hit that button below. And we'll continue to bring the content that you want to hear. But thanks for taking time out of your day to watch, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.